And like we did last time around, I'm going to record the screen so that it's much easier later on if we need to go back and revisit something.
Sure, no problem.
Okay, good. 1 minute. This is what popped up. Is this what you were looking for?
Yes. So, Neeraj, what we're gonna look on it's for a periodic review. Like we're gonna check how's your MIPS dashboard is working and how's your measures for quality as well for PI. It's working. Are you improving it or need to improve it? Okay. Just gonna see a review, quick review for a periodic review.
Okay. 1 second.
So we got.
You said what are the things we're going to look at? What did you say?
We're going to look at the quality measures.
Quality measures.
Quality measures and the PI measures.
PI
measures.
Okay.
I'll be sending after this call. I'll be sending you the call summary. What and all we discussed today. I'll be sending you the email to the doctor. If you want, I can email it to you also.
Okay. All right.
Just give me a second. Did you give a control to her?
Yes, I thought you had the controls. 1 minute. Share keyboard, change present. Yeah, you have the controls.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. So it's loading up.
Does it usually take this kind of time?
Yes, actually I just suggested doctor to call to call around some like morning, because morning will be the perfect time so we can discuss a lot. The time will be sufficient, but this time 4 o'clock EST, 4 o'clock EST, but we are just logging out on 5 o'clock. That is the reason.
So usually the response is faster in the mornings.
Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna make this a big screen. Okay. So hello there.
I'm right here.
Okay, Neeraj, so as we discussed with Dr. Sona Singh about those measures of previously, so they need to report only on 6 measures, okay? Need to submit the best 6 measures to the CMS. Okay, the best 6 measures. We can, how to find out the best 6 measures is, like, can you just see your Decile column over here? Over here, Decile?
I do see the Decile column, yes.
Yeah, this is the amount maximum. This is the points you'll be getting for the each measures. Like you're doing, your provider is doing good on 112. That means the design point that they got out of 10 is 9. Okay, like no worries about 112 measures, and also preventive care and screening. That is BMI screening. They are in a good pitch. That is 10 decile point, about 10 decile point, and also documentation of current medications also. So these 3 measures, they're doing good on all those 3 measures. And as I told you, they have to report for 6 measures. So in that case, they're doing good at screening for IBP and fallout. Okay, and also alcohol use of counseling also. So 5 measures are doing really good on that, and also controlling, which is controlling high blood pressure. So controlling high blood pressure is use of high risk medications in elderly. These measures they're also doing good on these measures as well. Okay, so no worries about quality measures needed. So you can just tell the provider that need to work, just be on the same pitch so that they can get a good points on while submitting in the month of March. Okay.
Now,
Hello?
yes. Well, I'm just going to play the recording to them, but what I would like to understand is which particular measure are we performing the best? Which measure are we performing the worst?
No, as I told you, right, you need to report on 6 measures, okay? So in that 6 measures, you're doing good on 128, measure number 128, 130, 1112, 431, 317, and also an 236.
Okay, now how are you saying that we're performing good on a certain measure? Which column are you looking at based on which you're...
This column.
Okay, so if the column has, for example, 4 in something, so 236, measure number 236, we're not performing well because we have a measure of 4 in this column.
Okay.
No, I'm asking you a question. So on measure number 236, because the decile value is 4.
I understand. This thing, actually, I told the doctor previously, they said they don't they don't check the vitals for the blood pressure, they don't check the blood pressures for the patients, okay? So in that case, let's just keep this measure as a backup, okay? Because you are just reporting for 6 measures. I just told you, right, this the first 3 and this 431, 317, okay, and also 238, they're doing good on those measures. So you can just keep this as a backup for those measures.
So
you need to check, but yeah.
So we're capturing 8 values. For example, measure number 112 is breast cancer screening, and in that particular case, we're out of 10 people, 9 are below us. What does decile 9 mean?
I'm sorry?
Can you ask the people beside you to lower their volume, please? That's better.
They are doing work, Neeraj. I can't tell them that when they are in the call.
Okay. What does 9 mean? What does, in the decile column, what does 9 mean?
The points what they're getting for those measures out of 10.
Okay. So out of 10, our score is 9 for measure number 112. And in all, we're capturing values for 8 different measures, 8 different kinds of values.
Yes.
And we're measured on the best 6.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So for Dr. Santos, we have these data, and for Dr. Singh, we have these data.
Yes, correct.
Okay. Thank you. What's next?
Okay. So, any questions on this quality measures?
I'll have to show to them and see what they have to say, because I don't really know enough about this to even ask intelligent questions.
Okay. So if you have any questions, you can just call me up or email me so that I can reply you, or you can call me at the number what you did today.
Okay. Now tell me one thing, Bharath. Based on what you're seeing so far for nephrology doctors, is there anything that you see that looks like a red flag to you?
No, I don't see anything.
Okay.
They're doing all really good on these measures. Okay. They're doing really good on those measures.
Okay, now tell me, what do these mean? These red exclamation signs, the asterisk, and the...
Okay, sure, I can explain you that. See, this red is like inverse measure. Okay, inverse measure. So can you just see over here the cursor I'm showing?
Yes.
Outcome, intermediate, inverse measure, and high priority measures.
I see. Okay, legend.
So just indicating the measures about if they are high priority or inverse measure or any outcome measures.
Okay.
Like that.
All right. Okay. What's next then, Bharath?
Sure. I'm going to take a screenshot of it.
Sure. Let me take a screenshot. 1 minute.
I want to take that. Okay. Okay. If you want to take a screenshot of it.
Let me take the screenshot. 1 second.
Sure.
And I'll share it with you. What would you like to call this?
I'm sorry, you can forward it to me. Is it possible?
What would you like to call this screenshot? MIPS data, MIPS report?
MIPS quality measures report.
MIPS quality measures report.
No, I don't see the decide points here, Neeraj. You have to take it in a proper way.
1 minute. Okay, let me do this. 1 second. Okay. What do you want me to capture?
So you have to capture the whole thing, which also shows decile points like this from here to here.
Let me show you what I had captured just now. Bear with me. I thought I had captured everything. Let me borrow the mouse, please.
Sure.
Okay, this is what we captured.
Okay, can you just send me?
Sure, of course, of course.
Okay.
As soon as we finish the meeting, I'll email it to you. And I think I have your email, bharath.anand, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Yeah,
I will get it out to you. What else do we need to take a screenshot of?
And also, can we just move on to the BI category?
Sure. What is BI category? I've not heard the phrase before.
No, it's BI category, promoting interoperability.
Okay. BI category. All right.
Yes. Okay, give me a second, please. Okay, so in PI category, can you see electronic prescribing?
I do.
Okay, so electronic prescribing, for this measure, they are doing good on this measures. You see they got the percentage of 75.15. Okay, so no worries about that. So you need to have to check an RX eligibility for this before prescribing the medications electronically. I hope Dr. Sona knows it, okay, because I explained them the detail in the previous call. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, and also the one concern is in PI category on Neeraj, they have to work on health information exchange, okay, which is like they have a denominator is about 140. Okay, so in that case, if they have about 100, denominator is about 100, so they need to have one in the numerator to meet the minimum criteria. So they don't have one in the numerator. So just tell them need to work on health information exchange, which is nothing but sending referrals from B2B provider.
By sending referrals.
Yeah, sending a consult notes.
Sending consult notes.
Yes, electronically.
Sending consult notes
electronically. Yeah.
Okay.
Which means referrals. Yeah.
Does that mean we need to make some changes to our settings within eClinical Works, or as things stand, it is capable of sending notes?
No, nothing like that. No, they have to. I need to check on like how they are sending their referrals. Do they sending it electronically? I guess they are sending it through fax. If you send it through fax, you get the credit for the denominator. You don't get the credit for the numerator. Okay, so I suggest you to tell them like just one for one provider if you send it electronically, which are there, which the provider is from P2P network. Okay, so you just meet the minimum criteria for this.
Now, if you can leave your, can you please leave your pointers highlighting just that particular line? What I'm understanding is that 140 consult notes were shared, but
No.
0 were shared via electronically.
Okay.
Is that what it means?
No. See, Neeraj, so you see 140 in the numerator.
Good. Yes, I do.
Okay. So the 140 in the numerator, the denominator in the numerator is 0. To meet this measure, to meet the minimum criteria for this measure, they need to have a 1 in the numerator to get the minimum criteria.
I understand that. But what is 140? 140, what is that account
140,
of?
140 means they are sending through fax.
That's what I'm saying. So they shared consult notes 140 times, but they shared consult notes electronically 0 times.
Yes, correct.
Okay, that I understand. Okay, it's a little bit easier for me to understand that now. Good.
Yeah, no problem. Okay. So make sure that your provider is working on this measure, that is HE1 health information exchange, nothing but sending records.
Do my service providers know how to send notes, how to send consult notes electronically?
Yes, they do, I guess, because the last time also I told them the same thing to Dr. Sonu. Yeah. So she said she knows how to send the records electronically.
Good. Can you do me a favor though? Since neither of the doctors have sent any of the notes, even one note electronically, I'm not sure if they fully comprehend what the conversation was about. If you have a video or something for training purposes that you can share with me how to send notes electronically through ECW, I would really appreciate it.
Okay, I don't have a video or something like that. I have a PPT, like a documentation.
That would be wonderful. Wonderful. Please share it with me. Actually, just share all of that I'm asking you with Dr. Singh, and that would be, it'll go straight to her. That would be wonderful. Thank you.
Okay, I'll be sharing with you and also with Dr. Sonu.
Perfect.
Can you please kindly tell me your email ID or just email me the measures or what you took a screenshot of, okay?
I will share, when I send it to you, I will CC her email address as well, and that way you'll be able to send the PPT PowerPoint slides directly to her. Thank you. What else? Now, what about the HIE4? The HIE1 was sharing consult notes electronically.
I can explain you that. HIE4 is Health Information Exchange that has been receiving the referrals. I asked Dr. Sonu a previous call. They stated that they don't receive any referrals. Okay, so they have a denominator is 0 and the numerator is also 0. What I suggest you them as they can claim an exclusion for this category. They don't lose any points of this 20 points. This 20 points will be reallocated to provider to patient exchange.
And how does one claim exclusion in this category?
You mean they can't, if they don't want to report on this measure, they can just claim an exclusion. We do that actually while doing a submission in the month of March. Okay, we help you out how to do that. This 20 points will be allocated to 40 points.
I'm sorry, I lost you there when you said 20.
This 20 points will be goes to provider to patient exchange. You don't lose any points on HIE4, that is Health Information Exchange. Okay. Yeah. So you don't need to worry about that measure, that is HE14. You need to concentrate only on Health Information Exchange, that is HE1, sending the referrals. Okay. All right. Yeah. So the fourth measure, which is PEA1, provided to patient exchange, which means webinating the patients. Okay, so they got a percentage of 62.77. Okay, so I would like to suggest them to work on this also to get, if they want to get a good score on PI category, you can work on this provider application exchange also if you want to get a good score on a PI category. Like
I understand.
You need to. Sorry,
Bharath, I understand you're saying that for PEA1 we need to improve our score, but can you go into a little bit more detail what PEA1 is?
Like web enabling the patients, like
web enabling. Good. Good.
Yeah, web enabling the patients.
Meaning patients need to access their stuff using the web portal, patient web portal?
No, nothing like that. The provider or nurse practitioners, when the patient comes to the visits, they need to enter the email address in the appointment window.
Patient's email address.
Yeah, patient email address.
Okay.
That's all.
And all right. So does the email address have to be a working email address, or because what I'm getting at is if the patient writes the email address and it's a mistake, and if the mistake gets entered, do we get penalized or do we not get credit for it because it's not a working email address? So
just give me a second, please. 1 second.
Okay. Bharath, can you still hear me?
Give me a moment, please.
No, take your time. Let me just step out of the room for just a minute. I'll be right back.
Hello, Neeraj.
All right. Okay, Bharath, I'm back. Yes, I'm back.
Okay, so in case you asked me that question, right? Yeah, you'll be getting a credit for that also.
Okay, all right. So basically all we need to do is when a patient comes in, we need to ask them for a good email address, and we just need to enter that email address in their charts.
Yeah, appointment window.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, so and also one more thing, the one more measure I need to discuss with you is which is not shown in the MIPS dashboard, PI dashboard, which is security risk assessment tool. Are you aware about Are you aware about the security risk assessment?
Yes.
So I guess we did last year security risk assessment, right?
We have been doing it since we did once in 2018, in December of 2018, and I think we did it also in 2017 December.
To be actually needed, you have to do it every year. Okay, it's a mandatory measure. Need to complete the security and risk analysis. Okay, on or before December 30th. It's self-attest measure. You don't have a numerator or denominator. You just have to do the security risk assessment tool, security risk assessment. That's all.
Now, the problem that I ran into was after I went through the security risk assessment tool in December of 2017 and again in December of 2018, I did not know where to submit the report.
No, you don't have to submit the report and all, okay? So you just have to, I'll be sending you the link. I guess you have a link already. That is healthit.gov. If you want, I can share you after this call that link. Okay.
Just send it by email, the link for...
Sure. Okay, so what is it like? When you click the email, the website, you find something called topics, privacy, security. Okay, when you click on that, in the right hand side, you'll be seeing some of the information like you need to download a paper version or need to download the electronic version. I suggest you to download a paper version or electronic version. It will be asking some of the relevant questions to your for your practices like information security or privacy security. In case you can do it or any of your practice members can do that. Okay, it's just related to your practice information. You just have to answer this and keep a copy of the file. After doing it, you can just send me out.
Okay.
You just need to have the data. Okay. What did you do for a second? That's all.
Sure.
Okay, sure. And that's all about PI category, Neeraj.
Okay.
So, and also I discussed with Chandini yesterday about the public registry, which is also includes in the PI category. Okay, it's public health registry. She just asked me about the CDC registry. Okay, I just explained her and emailed in detail about all the measures of a public registry, which is not shown in the PI category, but it won't be showing in the PI category. But you have to do that measure to get points on that, like 5 points on that. Okay.
I'm not sure if I'm following you. So public health registry is something where we're supposed to get 5 points.
Yeah, you need to actually get a 10 point on that. Okay, so there are 4 types of measures like humanization. I want to ask you, Neeraj, do your doctors give any flu shot to your patients?
Flu shots? No, not in our office.
No, not in your office. So what I suggest you to do is you can just register a website called CDC. It's a Center of Clinical Diseases. Okay, so you have to register it and you'll be a part of it. If you just register, you'll be getting a 5 point, just simply 5 points on that.
Okay.
I just shared the link to the Chandini.
Okay. Help me understand. So you've explained it to Chandni, and tell you what, if you don't mind, you're saying we need to register at CDC. Do we need to register Peach State Nephrology? Do we need to register the doctors' names? Who needs to get registered at CDC?
No, your doctor's name.
Okay. And what is the website address where the registration needs to...
website address, you don't ask any address like that. Your doctor's practice address. Okay? Your doctor's practice address, telephone number. It has the first name and the last name. You just have to, after completing all the mandatory field, you just have to save it. Just register it, that's all.
I'm so sorry, I'm still not following you. When you say you just have to register it, register where?
Yes. Register with the website called CDC. If you want, I can email you in detail about the CDC.
That would be helpful. Yes. Yeah, please.
With the workflow of step by step.
That would be nice. If you could please send that to Sonu at PSN Atlanta. I'll send you the email address when I share the screenshots with you. And if you could, CDC, what is it called? CDC? Register doctors.
Yeah, Center of Clinical Disease.
Register doctors. Okay. All right.
Okay. Hello?
Yes, I'm right here.
Okay. Okay, so I'll be sending you the. You want to send me the emails?
Tell you what. Let me just go ahead. Are we done with this eClinicalWorks MIPS data?
Yes, even I want to take. I want this screenshot of the PI category also.
Okay, let me do that.
Okay.
1 minute. So you want a screenshot of this as well? Okay, what do you want to call this thing?
PI measures.
Promoting interoperability. Okay, PI.
Correct.
Promoting interoperability. Measures. Okay. All right. So, is there anything else that we need to do in MIPS data?
No.
Okay. All right.